Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This is entitled Daf Yomi Yevamot Bet Amid Aleph. The Gemara introduces the concept of Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin, that there is no Bitul. What does that mean? Something that's going to become Mutar after time is not subject to the halachot of Bitul, Bitul Parov or Bitul Bashishim. Classic example would be an egg, Beit Shnot Yom Tov. For a chicken laid an egg on Yom Tov, so it's Assur because it's Nolad, and that egg gets mixed up with other eggs. So maybe we should say it's Batail. But since the day after Yom Tov on its own it's going to become Mutar, therefore this mixture of eggs with many other eggs is not subject to the halachot of Bitul, because in another day it will become Mutar on its own. And therefore it's a Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin. It's something that's going to have a heter to it anyway. Fascinating question comes up applying this rule to Kailim. Let's say a person messes up in his house, has a Davar Kli, ended up cooking meat in it, so it's mamash a Traif Kli now, basar b'chalav. It's a metal pot, and he mixes it up with others. He has a few of the same kind. He doesn't know what's what now. Which one is the kosher one, which is dairy, which is meat, which is a treif one. He just doesn't know. So do we say that's Batail barov, subject to laws of Bitul? If even a piece of treif would be Batail, a treif food would be Batail barov, so for sure the Kailim should be Batail barov, and I can use the Kailim now, just like I can eat the meat, because it would be Batail barov. So the question is, do we say it's a Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin? Since you could do Hagalat on the pot, and all three pots, so that's not a case of Batail barov, it's a case of Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin. That I could go ahead and kosher it, and therefore I don't rely on Bitul, because I could kosher it. Or do we say, no, Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin is where it's going to come on its own, or I can easily rectify the situation. But if I have to go ahead and do Hagalat, maybe that's not considered to be a simple case of Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin. The fact is the machlokas among the Rishonim, and then posting the Torah brings a Rashba that says, yes, Hagalat is considered to be a tircha, it could be expensive, and therefore it is not Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin, and a Kli that gets mixed up in others, a Traif Kli gets mixed up in others, I can rely on the laws of Bitul. While the Maharil is not convinced at all. And the Maharil maintains that to go ahead and do Hagalat, you take a pot, a big pot, you boil up until it's bubbling, and then you put in the 2, 3, 4 suffix Kailim, the ones you don't know. You just put them all in. Where's the big tirch over there? And therefore that would be Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin, and therefore you cannot go ahead and rely on Bitul barov. Shach says it's not a simple sugi at all. He brings down the Maharil, brings down the Rashba, says maybe at least you should wait 24 hours. So that way the Kli is no longer treif, the right that's Inu ben Yoma, and then at least you're bringing the sugi down to a Drabanan. So in sum, we have the sugi in our Gemara of Davar Sheyaish Matirin. The simplest cases where just naturally on its own the food will become mutar, then for sure you don't have Bitul. And the case of Hagalat, where there is a heter, but it's not as natural as the food where you just wait a day, but it's not a very big expense. On the other hand, it is a bit of a tircha. That's subject to the machlokas and the poskim, whether we say Davar Sheyaish lo Matirin, and it's a machlokas between the Rashba, the Maharil. Shach is concerned about the Maharil Shita. Lamaisa, of course, one would have to talk to his posek. Shalom.